welcome to Hunny Walia show. I'm your host Sonal Fool. Assalamu alaikum, adab, Jai Shri Krishna, Vaheguru Da Khalsa, Vaheguru Di Fateh. Before we proceed, I just wanted to wish all our viewers, our followers, family and friends, happy Vaisakhi, happy Ramadan, happy Navratras. Today we have our Honorable Minister Adriana LaGrange, Minister for Education, and we are going to talk about K to 6, the new proposed education pilot program. Adriana became the education minister in April 30, 2019. And before serving or becoming an education minister, she served 11 years in a Catholic school board as a trustee. So she has a vast knowledge about the education, what it needed, what it should be. And when we talk about the education, it's basically a foundation for the future generation. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, and I appreciate you having me on the program. I just wanted to add to what you just said. I also have a diploma in rehab studies, so I worked with the developmentally disabled during my life, as well as I have 7 children and 7 grandchildren. So I have a vast array of knowledge on education.
Fantastic. So that basically the education starts from home for you.
Very much so.
Grandchildren.
Very much so. I have a vested interest in ensuring that we have an excellent curriculum. And before we get started, I too would like to wish all of your viewers who are observing Ramadan a very blessed time of reflection, strengthened community and family, and also happy Vaisakhi. I hope that this season of harvest brings much prosperity and joy to everyone. I'm a farmer as also. My husband and I do farm as well.
Thank you, ma'am. So, ma'am, before we proceed, it's so much conversation going on about this education, new education program. What was the purpose behind it? Why did you think it's needed?
Well, we needed to change the curriculum, and it started over a decade ago, talking about upgrading the curriculum. Some of the pieces of the curriculum are decades old. There are pieces of the curriculum that have never dealt with, the modern technology that we have now. There is much that needs to be looked at and reviewed, and so it was important, as it has been for many governments before me, to review the curriculum and update it. I would say it has been a long time coming. Everyone has been waiting for a new curriculum, and I'm very happy that myself and our government have been able to bring it forward so quickly in our term as government.
And ma'am, when we talk about, as you said, you have worked with your previous experience having kids at home too. So who was all involved in the development or, creating this whole new program? Who all were involved in this program?
Well, when we took office, there was a rough draft already. There was a draft curriculum, and that was created by hundreds of current teachers. We then looked at it more fully through the lens of we had a curriculum panel advisory committee that gave us recommendations, and then we also developed a new guiding tool to look at the curriculum. We had hundreds of current teachers through the curriculum working group. We had subject matter experts who really are very experienced in the different subjects that they really focus in on. We had deans of education and some of their faculty members. So we've had, and also in my department, I have a large department of over 500 people. In my department, we have a curriculum group, as well as we bring in current teachers, which are seconded, so they come and work with us, and they've been working on it as well. So we've had a lot of people spending thousands of hours working on developing the curriculum.
In that process, did you consult the parents also?
We consulted the parents first in when we were bringing forward the ministerial order on student learning, which is kind of the blueprint, the vision of what will be in the curriculum. And now we are going out to all parents, to anyone in Alberta or beyond who wants to weigh in on what they think the curriculum is like. You can find the curriculum, all 500 plus pages of it, on alberta.ca/curriculum. And we invite everyone to read it and then provide us our feedback. And I just want to share with your viewers that we've actually created fact sheets in 9 different languages, including Punjabi, Chinese, Arabic, Spanish, Tagalog, Urdu, French, just to name a few. So if you go to alberta.ca/curriculum and look for the resource dialog box, then you can download those fact sheets in a different language if anyone else is interested. And so there's also a survey there for all parents and anyone who wants to give us their feedback. We really, really want to hear from everyone.
Ma'am, on topic of hearing from everyone, being a part of the South Asian community, I hear a lot of conversation going on in different groups, like, like religions like Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and the oldest civilization, like Indo-Valley civilizations, has not been given proper representation in the new curriculum. Any thoughts on that?
Well, the new curriculum is really about teaching our young people about the diversity, the rich diversity that is here in Alberta, that they really do get an understanding of different languages, different cultures, so that they can develop that empathy and understanding for one another. We certainly have highlighted in the grade 6 social studies curriculum portions that children will learn the vast richness that we do have here in Alberta. Like, we're so fortunate to have so many different cultures being represented, so many different religions. So I really do think, for those who want to have a close look at it, at alberta.ca/curriculum, you'll get tired of me saying that, because I really do want everyone to tell us and give us that feedback. So if you don't think we've put enough in there, please let us know. We want to hear from you. Consequently, if you think there's something that is too much, we want to hear about that as well. So I really do think we have tried to provide students with an opportunity to learn about different religions, and I've just had a few jotted down here. We, in various grades, they'll be looking at Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhism, Confucianism, and as well as Taoism. So I think there's opportunity for children to really get to know each other, understand the vast richness that we do have here in Alberta, and really I encourage everyone to give us their feedback, because that is what will make our curriculum even better.
No, I 100% agree. Like, creating one thing and having a feedback is like I'm a safety person, right? I'm a safety consultant. We always say safety is a continuous improvement. It's like, it's
Absolutely.
never as, it's like, water need to flow until we give the feedback to any program. It's not going to improve, and we will not be better on it. So, ma'am, another question I have, like, we are in a pandemic mode now. So much is going on, like mentally, financially. Why the government chose this particular time to implement this program?
Well, we had a commitment that we made to Albertans when we were elected. It was something that was very top of mind through the election. And when we were elected, we said that we would bring forward the new curriculum as soon as possible. While we can never choose the timing to be ideal, we know that it is important for Albertans that their children learn from a modern new curriculum that really does emphasize all of that core knowledge, understanding, that really deep skills that people want for their children. We know that Albertans want their children to be able to read and write, but also to speak and to really develop their literacy skills. We know that they want them to improve on their mathematics skills. We know that they want them to have financial literacy. We know that they want their children to become good citizens, and to become good citizens, they have to have a good understanding of history, not just Alberta history or Canadian history, but also world history. We want to give them this rich opportunity to develop other cultures, understandings of other cultures. So again, it's, we know that the sooner that we get the curriculum into the piloting stage, which is what we're going to now, we're going to have teachers who are actually teachers who are actually, maybe I'll start that one over because of the phone ringing, I apologize. We know that Albertans want their children to learn from the new curriculum as soon as possible. So what we're in right now is the validation stage, which is the piloting stage. We want actual teachers to take that curriculum and because it is a draft, it won't be finalized till next year. We want them to take it, use it in the classroom, and give us all of their feedback so that we can make the curriculum even better and even stronger. And the longer we delay this process, the longer it'll be before we have a finalized curriculum that will be in the classroom full-time. We hope it'll be next year, 22-23 school year, that all kindergarten to grade 6 students will be learning from the new curriculum.
Ma'am, if you allow me to ask this question, because it's in the news, a lot of things are like, it's a hot topic. Like oil and gas, this is a carbon tax education. This pilot program is a hot topic too. All the school boards, teachers, even the opposition party, a critique from the NDP also have spoken about it. Any thoughts on that?
Well, you know what, I understand it's a very difficult year with COVID, and that has created a lot of anxiety and a lot of concern. I also understand that the education system as a whole is, often struggles with change, and I understand that, and this is significant change in some ways. But what I want to remind everyone is that it is a draft curriculum. That means we have lots of opportunity. We have a whole year for people to provide their input and their feedback. We have had the most transparent process ever in terms of people being able to see who has been working on the curriculum, what has happened thus far. If you go to alberta.ca/curriculum, you can see the whole development process. We've been very, very transparent. There's been a tremendous amount of really, really good work and so much thought that has gone into this curriculum. So I really want to encourage everyone to have, to really take their time and have a look at it. We've given maximum flexibility to school boards to pilot the program. They can choose to pilot one class, one subject, one grade, or the whole thing. So there's a lot of flexibility that we've given, but at the end of the day, our children deserve to learn from the best curriculum possible, and that will only happen with everyone's feedback as well as what happens through the validation, the piloting stage. All of that comes together to make the best curriculum possible.
Thank you, Ma. I really appreciate, and you kind of nail it, right? Like without having a support or a feedback, and this is a draft program, we will not be able to do any changes. We will not be able to improve it.
Exactly.
Ma'am, in the end, what message would you like to give to the viewers?
Well, just that, we are seeing the light at the end of the day with COVID. I do believe the vaccine, it is certainly a race between the vaccine and the variants, but I believe we will win that race, and we will have, we'll be coming on the other side of COVID soon, I hope. But that will only happen if everyone does their part, continues to follow the health measures, and also hopefully will go out and have be vaccinated when it's their turn. Again, I just want to thank everybody in the education system, from the parents, students, the teachers, the administrators, everyone in the community who has made this year what has otherwise would have been a very difficult year, has made it a place where students can come to school, still be safe, and learn even in difficult times. And that has taken a great deal of time, effort, and resiliency. And I just want to thank everyone for the part that they've played in making that happen. So thank you to everyone, and everyone, please continue to stay safe.
Thank you, ma'am. I really appreciate, and I encourage all the viewers, everyone, family and friends, please pass this minister's message. Go to the alberta.ca website and provide your feedback, what you want the government to change, how they want this new system to look like, what is missing, what is excess. Unless we give the feedback or participate is not going to change. As Minister said, please go to the website. If you are not fair, like you can't find it, you can contact us. We will provide you the link too, or you can contact the Education Ministry also. They will help you also. You are watching.
Absolutely.
Thank you, ma'am. So is that okay to say if they have any question, they can contact the Education Ministry also if they cannot find the link?
Absolutely. It's alberta.ca/curriculum, and you will find that we've really focused on, as I say, numeracy, literacy, citizenship, and practical skills. But there's so much in there, including, financial literacy. I know parents really want their children to be able to understand money and the economy, and that is something that we've really expanded on in the curriculum. So absolutely, if they have any questions, contact our office, and we're more than happy to help them.
I really like the things like financially adding it. I can give you an example. When my daughter was 10 or 11, she always says, can we go for McDonald's? Can we go for McDonald's? When she did her first job and, at the grocery store, and she got her paycheck, and they said, Dad, are we going to McDonald's? She said, I asked, who's going to pay? She said, you. I said, no, you start earning and you have to pay. She said, no, it's $12 is my hour wage. I'm not going to pay. Let's go home and eat. So that was, that was it's a good lesson. Like,
it's a life lesson.
So the children's, I think they need to learn the financial in the early age. Otherwise, they will not understand the value of the money.
Absolutely, and you're right. And I have, as I said, I have 7 children, and we've gone through those life lessons with our children as well. But I know my children are older now, and many of them do say, I wish we would have learned more about, earning and saving, and how to go about getting a loan, and doing your taxes. Some of those really practical skills. But you're right, they start very young. We need to start young so that they have that skill development, and we can grow that skill development as they get older. So I agree with you. There's so much to like in the curriculum, but we also want to hear what needs to be changed or what people feel they don't like as well.
I really appreciate, and as I said earlier too, I encourage everyone, as Minister said too, please go to the alberta.ca website, give your feedback. The whole program can be more effective for us or for our new generation. You're watching Hunny Walia show. I'm your host, Sunil Fool. Before I leave, I just want to thank you, Minister, and we wish all our viewers happy Ramadan, happy Vaisakhi, happy Navratra. Till we meet again, Khuda Hafiz, Jai Mata Ki, Jai Shri Krishna, Sat Sri Akal.